keep's defenses cannot hold. Its soldiers are scattered, fleeing before Asmodan's onslaught, which rushes forth from Ariat Crater. Should the keep fall, Asmodan will claim the Black Soul Stone. If he does, there will be no hope for this world.
The keep will stand. I will rally its defenders.
Light the signal fires, and show these soldiers that we are not yet defeated. Salvation has arrived. Go, you are needed below.
The Black Soulstone's getting hotter, straining against me. They're whispering to me from inside.
The demons within seek escape. Only your power can keep it from splitting apart, my daughter. It's a heavy burden, but the fate of the world lies in your hands.
Yes, Leah can handle this, although it will be very hard on her.
The stone fights against your control.
It's getting more difficult, but it's nothing I can't handle.
The demons war and rage to escape their imprisonment. Their fury will only increase over time. Leah is very brave, but we best hurry before her strength fades.
Of course. Do not worry, Leah. We will be swift.
The end of Asmodan will come to pass, and the Black Soul Stone will be his prison. His great evil will be banished from the realm.
Only fools celebrate victory before the battle's begun. Along with Belial, Asmodan has ruled the ravening hordes of the burning hells for over 3 centuries. His cunning is beyond imagining.
The voices of the unformed land seek his death. I will give it to them.
We reached Bastion's Keep, but holding the Black Soulstone together takes up all of my time now. Sometimes I think of the wounded soldiers and their families outside, but then my concentration fails and the spells weaken. I must stay focused and trust my friend to save the Keep and its people.
While examining Jondar's journal further, I found a torn page hidden within the binding. I believe that it is from one of the tomes I seek. He has written notes in the border as well. Perhaps by studying them, I will learn where the tome is.
There is no joy in your discovery. Why?
It seems strange that Jondar would keep a page hidden. It is though it is the proof of a crime. I've already found holes in my order's honor. What if there are more?
Tell me more of your brother. Tell me the truth.
We used to be a team. I'd tip him off to some of the Thieves Guild's hits. He'd bring in the guards and play it off like it was a lucky catch. One time he showed up too early.
When you robbed the Merchants Guild bank.
None other. Some of the guards became suspicious. They thought he was involved. And he's been rotting in a cell in Kingsport ever since. I managed to escape.
And you feel responsible?
I don't know what I feel anymore.
If there's treasure to be had, then I'm in.
I have thought more on what I am missing.
Oh?
Our progress seems to clarify things for me. It is difficult to explain.
If we keep going, more will come to you?
Yes. The spell that sent me to this time was bound to the Prophet. Now he is missing. And some parts of me are missing as well. Lost to the ages.
Some things are timeless. They will return to you.
Yes, but it will take a while. My skill is not so great as the Prophet's was.
Do you recall more now?
Yes, faintly. My sisters and I were once mere servants in the house of a great Vizhera lord.
Did he teach you magic?
No. I began reading his spell books out of curiosity and teaching magic to my sisters. Tricks, really. It was amusing for a time, but then I learned that he had begun to summon demons.
What was your Vizhera master's fate?
My sisters and I waited until all of his associates had gathered to summon a greater demon. We slew them all to the last man. But they uttered curses upon us with their dying breaths. My sisters and I, we fell. Our death seemed certain. When I woke, the dark figure of the Prophet was staring down at me. That is how I met him. I welcome the chance to travel.
Someone's got to light those signal fires. It's not me.
I've dug up some valuable new things. You really should take a look.
Brand new goods here. Never you mind where I got it.
Nicola, please hide while I'm away. I would never forgive myself if you were hurt.
Hush, husband. If you die now, at least I won't be far behind. Now go, and hurry back to me.
Mom, I don't like it here anymore. Can we go?
Soon, love. Just close your eyes.
Such sadness here, such hopelessness. This must end.
My dad went out to stop the demons from coming in. Are you gonna help him?
Please, take my children out of here. Leave me here if you have to, but take my children.
Your children will be safe, Mother. I promise.
A caravan made it through with some new goods. You interested?
Day 9. Young Commander Calderos believes that the demonic scourge will flee before a bloody show of righteous force. He intends to lead a charge from our fortifications tomorrow. Calderos can commit suicide by stupidity if he wants, but I'll be damned if I send my lads with him.
I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
Tell me of this jewel. What does it look like?
Sometimes a ruby, other times a glorious emerald, or a stunning diamond. It is very good at hiding.
So it is aware there is a dark spirit within?
A very good question. A dangerous question. You are getting better at them.
I noticed that you did not answer me.
Yes. Well, a good question answers itself. You try to give a young man some advice, and he assumes you are the Sensei god of thieves, traveling in disguise as an elderly jeweler. I understand his confusion, as I do share certain features.
How strange. The spirits tell me that you are often mistaken for this god.
That would be correct. But enough about me. Who are these spirits you speak to?
All who die pass from this world to Inwiru Ukura, the true one. They speak to me, and some of them say they know you from times long past.
Of course they do. I am very memorable.
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
You're looking at me in a very strange manner.
The spirits are confused. This is not something that happens. Some think you are God, others are men. Which are you?
Ah, philosophy. Can a man not be both? Huh? Can I not live well and give generously and live a perfectly holy life?
I do not know. Can you?
No, definitely not. It's tremendously boring. I'd rather eat too much and sleep late. I think I was wrong about the jewel I seek. It's not in this land either. Oh, what a pity.
Why do you search for this jewel so persistently?
Because it has killed thousands. And because I'm the only one who can hold it without harm.
Because you are a god?
No, because it has already taken everything from me that matters. But enough of that. I have gone too long without spiced beef and spicier wine. It's just unnatural to go from a place so hot to a place so cold. The change isn't good for my old bones.
I had to come here.
And what's all this noise? It's as though we're right in the middle of a battle.
This is a great battle we are in.
I know, isn't it?
You look distant, my friend. Your mind casts itself into the past, I think.
Oh, yes. Well, memories are useless, aren't they? You can't eat them or sell them for food. I'm glad that I'm starting to lose them. Oh, I was just remembering a time when I tracked a jewel to Skovos. A long story. But let's just say that between the sea monsters and poisoned arrows, it managed to slip away again.
A disappointing conclusion.
Oh, it was. But when the theater's ceiling collapsed, I fell right into the lap of my soon-to-be 7th wife. She managed to console me.
7 wives?
Oh, no. I've been married many more times than that. But never to more than 2 women at a time. Never let it be said that I'm greedy.
You heard the angel's command. Let the call sound forth. Bastion's keep shall not fall.
These soldiers look barely old enough to be away from their mothers. They are not prepared for the evil that seeks to consume this keep.
Men can draw great strength from deep within themselves.
While you are drawing that great strength from within, they'll be looking to you to save them.
I cannot save this whole keep alone.
Oh, I don't know about that. My visions are filled with demons dying violently at your hands. Let's just say there is a lot of blood.
You are that frightened mayor from New Tristram. What are you doing here?
Cruel fortune has left me as a lowly merchant once again. And now I'm minutes away from slaughter by the demonic hordes. Please, escort me out of here. I will pay anything.
There is nothing you can pay me that will excuse abandoning these people. How many lessons must you learn before you listen?
From the burning desert to the freezing north. You don't make it easy on us, do you?
We will rest the moment the demons do. I promise.
At least there's a lot of work to be done here. These men fight with blunted swords and dented armor. It's good to help. What will you do when this battle is ended?
It may be too early to think about such a thing.
It's never too early.
My people are enslaved by brutal traditions. I will return and free them.
A noble goal. I just want a quiet town in the country where I can work and live a life of peace.
I'd fight if there were any weapons to spare. They'll have to tear me apart before they get to my children.
Your children are safe. I will see to it.
We saw the signal fire. We must light the rest, but the demons swarm around them. Look out!
Good lad.
Transferring to Bastion's keep is as dull as I imagined. The soldiers spend most of their time gambling. I guess this is what I should expect from this hollowed-out rock, a shadow of its former glory. Still, I am here to provide for Anna. I hope she is well.
Bastion's keep has nearly fallen. Many of you have already gorged yourselves on blood and man-flesh. But do not let your feasting delay you. I would have the keep and its commander in my possession before the next dawn. The rest of this world will fall soon after.
We're all going to die.
You're a welcome sight, hero!
Your evil undoes you. My curse on you.
I hear you're the best there is! It's an honor to fight by your side.
It's hopeless.
Champion is too powerful. Those bastards didn't...
A perfect strike!
Look! Just over there! I never imagined such a creature.
Bring forth a horrendous beast. My curse upon
The prophet would be pleased.
die.
You're a welcome sight, hero.
So you're the wretch that's given me such trouble. Thrash as you might, you will not keep me from the Soul Stone.
What in the hells was that?
An illusion to drive fear into your heart.
We've seen the fires you've lit. Fear has no more hold on us. The catapults could break Azmodan's lines, but we can't raise them from their berths while demons swarm over the walls.
Worry not. The catapults shall be raised, and the demons will flee back to the hells that spawned them.
At it again already, huh?
We can turn back the tide of demons if we hurry.
Thank the heavens you're here. We're down to 4 lads until reinforcements arrive. Trouble is, the lift stopped. We can't see what went wrong through all the muck down there.
This sounds ominous.
Oh, what now?
More of the brutes from below, Captain. What do we do?
Private, if you need to be told which end of the sword goes where, you haven't been paying attention! Fight to your last breath, lads! The lift is moving again! Hold steady, lads! Reinforcements are on their way! Demons! Get ready, men! Victory! We would have fallen without your aid. It was an honor to fight at your side.
I am only glad we made it here in time.
Strike is true.
Riches await us.
The demon's presence has grown stronger. You can see them everywhere. They are angry now. Lewis seems so
The captain looked grim today. A messenger came in the middle of the night. They know something they aren't telling us. Maybe coming here was a bigger mistake than I thought.
You must be the one that lit the signal fires. Help me free the recruits so they can raise this catapult. Over here. Excellent. Let's protect the recruits while they raise the catapult.
Minions. The imbecile who slew my brother Belial now means to aid the Keep's beleaguered soldiers. He brings a girl with him. She could undo us all. But I am not Belial. He was weak and cowered behind his disguises. Of course they failed him. We will seize our victory through bloodshed.
Fire's lit and the catapult's firing on the battlefield. Bastion's Keep just might hold. You've given us hope. Thank you.
We're coming back. Ready yourselves. Fight with everything you've got!
Scouts report that more of those wretched demon hellbearers will be here any moment. The soldiers need to be protected. The platform will rise more quickly if we don't lose men.
Catapulters raised! We'll have them on the run in no time!
Thanks to your help, we can finally get these catapults firing on the demons on the battlefield. The soldiers out there have a chance now.
Will fare a lot better once the catapults are raised.
Are you alone here?
Of course I'm bloody well alone. Everyone else has gone and died. But I'll be damned if I'll leave my post. Make yourself useful and spin that winch. Catapult, I am not strong enough to lift you alone. Could you please ask my friend over there to lend a bloody hand? I promised Captain Ho I'd watch my temper. Do me a favour, and don't mention that I shouted at you a little, alright?
I am returning to town.
While you tinkered with your paltry catapults, my demons breached the depths of your keep. Once they've claimed the Black Soul Stone for me, your entire world will burn.
days are hard. If it weren't for my mother standing beside me, I don't know what I'd do. She even watches the stone for a few hours each night so I can rest. Sometimes I dream I'm in New Tristram with Uncle Deckard again, and it's hard to wake up after that.
I'm glad this is almost done. I don't think I have much time left.
It is the influence of the stone that makes you lose hope. Remember the inn you wish to build. Your safe place.
No. You were right. There's no safe place for anyone. Look around us. If this keep can't protect us, what chance would a silly little inn have?
Your strength is protecting us all, Liam. It should not be long now. Asmodan will be dead, and the Soul Stone will no longer be your burden to bear.
The demonic rage is building up again. But I can do this. I know I can. Thank you.
The suffering your daughter endures must weigh heavily upon you.
Everyone suffers, but to do so for a cause greater than oneself, that is the mark of a true hero. My daughter is everything I hoped she would be.
Asmodan's demons have opened an enormous hole in our walls and are flooding into the depths. If it is not closed, the keep will be overrun.
Then the breach must be sealed. I will see to it.
I bring word from the king.
I knew Zoltan Kuhl was special from the moment I met him. He had a keen mind for the arcane. During the hunt for the Three, he was the bearer of the Soul Stones, and must have studied them intently. Though it is an aberration, the Black Soul Stone is a testament to his genius. The Black Soul Stone was created to be an improvement over the original Three. They were crafted to contain single demons, but Kuhl intended his to hold many. But the Black Soul Stone is flawed, and cannot contain that many demons for long. We must capture Asmodan within it and shatter it, lest all these evils be reborn. Of the many things I find intriguing about humans, the greatest is their endless thirst for knowledge. Angels believe that everything there is to know is written in the script of fate. Therefore, curiosity is not a common angelic trait. Ironically, my suspicions have been confirmed. Angels do not, in fact, know everything. Seeing the world through mortal eyes has given me much to ponder. I am once again filled with the thrill of battle. It has been too long since I have raised my blade against the forces of the burning hells. I remember countless battles within the heart of Pandemonium, as my brethren and I risked everything to drive the demon spawn back to their hells.
The spirits do not know these places, or these battles.
Your spirits are unaware of some glorious battles then, my friend. We waged our eternal conflict since the light first broke upon creation. But now, for the first time, it feels as if its end is in sight. You are a great warrior.
And your leadership has guided us all.
I do what I can. Imperius himself would have been hard-pressed to hold these walls as long as these soldiers have. This world owes them a great debt.
Who is Imperius?
Imperius is the Archangel of Valor. It is he who commands the legions of the high heavens.
Will your eternal conflict ever end?
We thought we had lost everything at the 5th Battle of the Diamond Gates. The prime evils and their legions crashed against the very entrance of heaven itself. But one of my most trusted lieutenants, Iswal, turned them back. Still, The day might have been lost had the demon lords not fallen to fighting amongst themselves. So confident of their impending victory, they turned on each other over the spoils they had yet to win. I shudder to think what the demon lords might accomplish should they ever stop betraying one another. Such is the self-defeating nature of evil.
The demons are in the keep! They're coming out from the depths! To arms! To arms!
There is a disgusting, slobbering, fat-oozing demon in your future. But there is always time for romance. You really should find someone.
Everything has its time. Now is not the time for this.
Trust me, you'll appreciate having a loved one to come home to when you're done saving the world. I see a foul darkness gathering around us. The forces of hell will soon overwhelm Leah.
Do the demons escape the Soul Stone?
No. You help Leah contain the energy within the stone, but the cost to her is high.
I would ask if you're all right. But I know better.
That was hardly an ambush anyway. Do you remember when the barbarians tried the same thing 30 years ago?
Ha! They tried to steal you away, didn't they? I was frantic until they brought you back 2 hours later with an apology.
I simply reasoned with him. Garma still sends me a bundle of hides sometimes, you know. He was the nicest kidnapper I ever met.
I would enjoy another story from your past.
During the Festival of Masks many years ago, a lady stole my money pouch and a kiss from me. Of course, I had to catch her. Well, in those days, I was quite an athlete. I chased her halfway across the city's moonlit rooftops, wearing nothing more than a mask with a gigantic nose. I never caught her, but I still remember her laugh.
Many centuries ago, King Corsic built Bastion's Keep to pen the barbarian threat in the north. After years of military disasters, the frustrated king led a large army out of the fortress and into the north to conquer the barbarians once and for all. Not one of them came back.
Now we fight!
I strike at your heart. You are evil undoes you. Your death comes.
My dearest Jonathan, I hope this letter finds you well, and that life at Bastion's Keep is not too difficult. Arthur is growing up to be just like his father. I'm happy to hear you'll be back in time for his birthday, and I'll be praying every night for your safe return.
Minions. The men actually think that they can hide behind their paltry little walls. But they have only had a glimpse of the full host of hell. We will see them drown in our tide of sin. The girl is still weak, and their hero will not expect us to attack from below. Send in the ravening beast.
I really do like the soldiers at this keep, even though they are not very good at fighting. Is that all?
I have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large, mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Bull Cathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
My strike is true. The spirits smile upon me.
Children of Bull Cathos settled in the northern steppes, an area that is now known as the Dreadlands. Theirs was primarily a nomadic and tribal culture, though they had a few permanent settlements such as Cesseron and Harrogath. a group of revered former warriors known as the Elder Council ruled the barbarians.
A most thrilling battle.
My strike is true.
It is unfortunate. They really do not construct these fortresses as well as they used to.
It must be hard in the snow and ice.
Yes. I wonder how many perished while building this place.
Barbarians have always defended their lands in the north from trespassers. They believe that it is their sacred charge to guard Mount Ariat and the world stone within it from the outside world. Unfortunately, their battle prowess and tenacity have been misinterpreted as bloodthirst and territorial savagery by soldiers in Westmarch. 20 years ago, Baal was loosed upon the world. He besieged the barbarian capital of Caesseron and used treachery to access the World Stone Chamber, circumventing the three ancient guardians, Talik, Modoc, and Korlik. In the end, he succeeded in corrupting the great artifact. Though Baal was slain by heroes, his damage was
You're too late. My servant is already inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse, and those of your friends.
Archangel Tyrael shattered the corrupted World Stone to prevent the demons from using it. But the impact of the explosion destroyed Mount Ariat, leaving a massive crater in its wake. With nothing to protect, the barbarians grew aimless and divided. Now, they are scattered through the north among the ruins of their long history.
Flows over our path.
Adria tells me that our friend has beaten back Azmodan's armies, and the keep is safe now. I almost can't believe it. The essences within the Soul Stone grow angrier, fiercer. They are fighting against me every moment now, and their darkness creeps around the edges of my mind. I must remain strong.
The stone is vibrating. I can barely hold it. Their voices, they're screaming in my head.
Is Leah strong enough to bear this burden?
She must be. Clearly the stone wasn't built to contain 6 demon lords indefinitely. Only Leah's will holds it together.
It won't be much longer, Leah. Azmodan's time grows short.
I wish we could do more for Leah. Maybe I could hold the stone together for a while.
Leah has been chosen for this role. You must do your own.
Very well.
Akarat's mercy. If our champion hadn't come back, we'd all be dead. How did they get in?
Unholy. You'd think all the Zakarum emblems etched between the stones would have kept them out.
The demon. He's here.
The one who killed Lord Belial. I will savor, tearing the flesh from your bones.
I can barely breathe down here.
The human prisoners are panicking now. Oh, they must have noticed that fresh meat only comes after one of their number is dragged away, screaming. This will not hold. Slaughter the ones who starve themselves and feed them to their hungry friends. When those ones are fully stuffed, I will be ready to die. Empty victory over a useless tool. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
This is well crafted.
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
Time has flown by since I joined you in New Tristram. Look at us now. Who would have ever guessed we'd be here? And now, every passing hour brings us closer to our goal. But do we have a chance?
The spirits have led us to this place on time. We cannot fail.
You should give some thought to taking time for yourself, Cheldo. You can save the world tomorrow. Stay with us tonight. I'll buy drinks. We'll dance.
There is no time for dancing now. Darkness gathers. The spirits call upon me to face it.
I knew you'd say that. I really did.
Oh dear. That's a very resolute expression you're wearing. You may as well say what you're thinking.
The spirits say you are a fraud, and a god, husband, and thief of wives, a chieftain, and a vagabond. You cannot be all of these things.
And why not? People can be anything they want, I say. The only limitation is time. And I've been alive for many years.
For more years, perhaps, than a normal man would live.
Oh, yes. And I think everyone would agree that I'm far from normal.
What do you do with all of the riches you find?
Living a life of depravity and overindulgence, naturally.
In this cold and desolate place? I doubt it.
Fine. Perhaps I've found that my treasure is put to better use elsewhere.
You send your riches away?
We all have debts to pay, friend. Aha! I knew you'd need my help.
Let us fight this evil together.
I am losing control!
I was going to die when I saw the demon's rage escape from the Soulstone. Tyrillin, my friend, fought them, but I couldn't help. It was like I was watching them through a haze. What is the Soulstone doing to me? Asmodan must die soon. Then I will be myself again. The Soulstone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Asmodan.
Then I will go to the battlefield and find a way to Ariat Crater and to Asmodan. Asmodan becomes weak. We will soon defeat him. What will you do then?
This war will never end for me. Even if we defeat all evil forever, I will carry the scars of this nightmare till the end of my days.
Some scars do not heal, but what of Leah? She may not be bound to our fate.
I wish Leah could have the life I never had. But in truth, I fear she'll be damned as well.
Leah is stronger than you know. She may yet come to know a life without the memory of these nightmares.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Asmodan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
I will find Asmodan's ballistae and destroy them.
We will not fail you, Seraph.
Tell me more of this eternal conflict.
Since time immemorial, the forces of heaven and hell fought for control of the sacred World Stone. Until the day it was stolen by renegades and used to forge your world. Since then, the forces of hell became more interested in corrupting mankind than in facing us on the field of battle.
They meant to use us as weapons, didn't they?
They knew that mankind would tip the balance of power forever. And very clearly, you have.
I would like to hear more of the creation of our world.
To escape the eternal conflict, a group of renegade angels and demons came together and created a hidden paradise for themselves. They called this world Sanctuary. Eventually, they commingled. They gave birth to mankind. That is why you have both good and evil within you, and the power of both realms as your birthright. The power of your Nephilim ancestors was so terrifying to their parents that they tuned the World Stone to weaken them. They knew they had loosed something unimaginable upon creation.
I told you, Marcus. I told you the demons would find a way up from underneath.
I heard the witch doctor slaughtered a huge fat one in a larder. I'm never eating anything from there again.
You're going out there?
That is why I came here.
Make sure you bundle up, huh? You should probably wear an extra layer or two. You can never be warm enough, I always say.
And yet you have not put on more since Caldeon.
Oh, well, it's quite simple. I just tuck a few fire opals in my pockets and under my shirts, and I never get cold. As good as a pair of long underwear.
Things are looking up, Martyr. There's barely anything left to kill.
I knew you could.
There are other soldiers about besides me.
No, I haven't.